Hi students, good morning. It's me Harsnath Sukla, and today in lecture 3 we are going to discuss second chapter polynomial for class 10. So we had already discussed first chapter real number. In that chapter we completed each and every topics. So now we are going to discuss second chapter polynomial. So write down polynomial. This is your second chapter for class 10 polynomial. Earlier in class 9th we are already study about the what is polynomial, degree of polynomial, and all the things regarding polynomial like zeros of polynomial and etc. So in this section class 10 what we are going to discuss? So we are going to discuss just by geometrical interpretation how many zeros of a polynomial. So first of all we recall class 9 polynomial. So an algebraic expression in which constant and variables are present are known as polynomial. For example, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. This is a polynomial. And which type of polynomial this is? This is cubic polynomial. As well as there are four terms. So you know, if one term is there, monomial, two is there, binomial, and three is there, three terms are there, trinomial. As well as if power, that is degree of polynomial is 0, that is constant polynomial, and if degree is 2, this is known as quadratic polynomial. If degree is 3, this is known as cubic polynomial. If degree is 4, then biquadratic polynomial. So now my question is, what is the degree of this polynomial? This polynomial has degree 3. Similarly, what is the degree of zero polynomial? What is the degree of zero polynomial? Okay, what is the degree of zero polynomial? So as you know, the degree of zero polynomial is maybe, suppose 0 is the zero polynomial, so maybe degree is 0 to x power 1. So someone says no, this is 2, maybe this is 3. So this is not actually confirm which one is the degree of zero polynomial. That's why we can say in mathematical language the degree of zero polynomial is undefined. The degree of zero polynomial is undefined. Okay, so note it down. And then okay, in class 10 first topic is, this is of class 9, but in class 10 the first topic is geometrical interpretation of zeros of polynomial, that is geometrical meaning of zeros of polynomial. So what is the meaning of geometrical meaning of zeros of polynomial? So in this section we had to study about the how many zeros of a given polynomial by seeing the graph. So first of all we know about the graph. You know very well, this is the graph of linear polynomial x, x dash, y dash. So you know very well this is a linear polynomial. Maybe this is the linear polynomial. That means graph of a line. Okay, that means graph of a expression in one variable, that is ax plus b, cx plus d, 2x plus y. Okay, 2x plus 3y is equal to 2x plus 3y is equal to 3x plus 2, like this. So this is the graph of linear polynomial, and this is the graph of quadratic polynomial. This is the quadratic polynomial. That means graph of quadratic polynomial. This is always a parabola. Always a parabola. Parabola means this case. This vertical inverted curve. This is known as parabola. Okay. So if you see here, the linear equation has only one point of intersection with the x-axis. How many point of intersection with the x-axis? Only one. That means this linear polynomial has 1 zeros. Okay, this polynomial, that means linear polynomial ax plus b, has 1 zeros. Similarly, if you see, this parabola has 2 points of intersection, supposed to be p1 and p2 on x-axis. That means this polynomial has 2 zeros. This polynomial has 2 zeros. Why? Because there are 2 points of intersection. So now we are going to see the different cases in which number of zeros, and maybe zeros are coincide, maybe zeros are, there is no zeros. Okay, no zeros means one thing most important. The no zeros means there is no real zeros. Actually every equation have a zero, but there is no zeros. That means not any real zero, no any real zeros. Okay, so note it down. Okay, now see, suppose we have given this type of graph, that is cubic polynomial. This is also known as spiral. Okay, maybe this polynomial. So this polynomial has 1, 2 and 3. Supposed to be p1, p2 and p3. There are 3 points of intersection with the x-axis. So number of zeros are 3. How many zeros are there? 3. So one thing you noted down, a number of zeros is nothing but point of intersection on the x-axis with the polynomial, that is curve. Okay. Now see some cases. Maybe x dash, y dash origin, maybe this case, and maybe x dash, y dash, maybe this case. Okay, so first you make the figure. Okay, see, in this situation the graph cuts x-axis at 2 points, supposed to be p1, p2, p1, p2. And that means in this case, both, not only single, in both the cases, in this case, this not, in these cases, number of zeros are are, these cases number of zeros are 2. In both the cases there are 2 zeros. Okay. Now next situation. Maybe like this. X dash, Y dash. Maybe this is the situation. Okay. Otherwise, maybe this is the situation. So in both the cases, the graph cuts x-axis only one point. Supposed to be this. Only one point. That means there are only 1 zeros. That means in this case there are only 1 zeros. Okay. So note it down. Okay, maybe completed. Now see, in this situation only 1 0. Why? Because both the zeros are coincide. Actually there are 2 zeros, but both the zeros are same. That's why this has only 1 0, because these 2 points must be coincide. Okay. Now third case, maybe graph is of the type like this, maybe like this. So there are no zeros. Why? Because the graph, there are no point of intersection with the x-axis. That's why you can say there is no zeros. But actually, if we go to the more discussion, then we can say there are no real zeros actually. Okay. So you just understand real and imaginary. Maybe in class 11th we are going to discuss the imaginary zeros, that means imaginary roots. So there are no real roots actually in the sense of quadratic equation. Okay. So note it down, and now you can see some questions. Okay. So see example number 1 in the book. There are so many graphs. In this we have to find the number of zeros by seeing the graph. Okay, so the first one is like this. This is like this. This is the graph. Okay. So how many zeros are there? You just see the graph cuts x-axis at only one point. So there are only 1 zeros. There are only 1 zeros. Okay. You may understand this one. Similarly, the next one, if you see in your book, example number 1, there are 2 zeros. Only you have to write the number of zeros. See the solution in the book. Okay. Only you have to write the number of zeros. In the third one, you know, 1, 2, 3. There are 3 points of intersection. Okay. The number of zeros is 3 because graph intersect x-axis at 3 points in the example number 3rd. First example, 3rd question. Okay. See this one. So there are 3 points of the graph cuts x-axis at 3 points. 1, 2, 3. So number of zeros are 3. Okay. So in this manner we had to complete this particular topic. If you have any doubt, you can ask and by the WhatsApp or whatever the doubt clearance classes. You just comment it and I will show you the answer. Next in exercise 2.1. So your homework is exercise 2.1. You just write in notes. You just make notes. You must make notes. Why? Because this is important for you as well as for your board exam, because 20 marks is internal marks. Okay, this marks is given only on the basis of notes and whatever unit test and lab manual. Okay, so please be careful and safe at home. Thank you.